That's right, folks. You're watching New Brunswick Today with your host, Charlie Kratovil.
Good morning, New Brunswick, and welcome to the New Brunswick Today Show for Wednesday, Friday, October the 14th. We've got a great show for you today. Our hilarious guest is going to be comedian Pablo Francisco. He's going to be joining us to promote his appearances in town this weekend. We're so glad to have him on the show. It's a little chilly again this morning, just 49 degrees right now, according to weather.com, but it is sunny once again, and the high is predicted to be 64 degrees today. The low will be 38 tonight. Looking ahead to the weekend, it's supposed to be sunny all through the weekend, so enjoy that. 67 on Saturday, 71 on Sunday. Get out there and enjoy the nice weather. Now we've got just one traffic advisory for you today. Somerset Street will be closed between Alexander and Lewis Street until 4 p.m. Now, to all of you watching this broadcast live on Facebook, please do us a favor. Share this video with your friends right now so they can see our great interview with Pablo coming up. And also, reach out to us on Twitter. Our account is @NB_today. You can send your questions or feedback on the show. We love hearing from our viewers. This video is going to be available on our YouTube channel just a little bit later today, as well as on the New Brunswick Today website. Now, our top story today: is Chris Christie, our governor, a criminal? One judge thinks it's worth investigating. Yesterday, Fort Lee Judge Roy McGeady ruled that there was probable cause to move forward with an official misconduct case against New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. The fate of that matter is now in the hands of the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, and the crowd of people in the courtroom applauded after the judge issued the summons. That means now a former U.S. attorney, a one-time high-powered prosecutor, now finds himself on the wrong end of the law. Now, this wasn't like your typical criminal complaint. Now, the vast majority of criminal summonses are issued by police, law enforcement officers. This complaint was not like that. This is the exception to the rule. This complaint was actually brought by a private citizen, Mr. William Brennan. Brennan's a retired firefighter from Teaneck. He also went to law school, and he likes to file complaints against government agencies and government officials, and this one he really was successful with. So now let's take a look at that complaint. Brennan said he based it off of Christie crony David Wildstein's testimony in the federal trial surrounding the Bridgegate scandal dealing with that purposeful traffic jam started in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Now, according to the complaint, quote, Fort Lee residents were deprived of the benefit and enjoyment of their community as a consequence of this intentional, evil-minded act. That's what the document said that Judge McGeady signed off on. So it was up to the judge to determine whether or not there was probable cause, and he said there was. So what this means is Chris Christie, the man who's known for boasting about his time in law enforcement, the man who led the cheers of "Lock her up" at this year's Republican National Convention, is one step closer to being jailed himself. We'll keep you posted on this story as it develops. Yesterday was a very busy day for us here at New Brunswick Today and the New Brunswick Today Show. Unfortunately, we encountered some oppressive government officials right here in Middlesex County who did not want to let us videotape their public meeting, a very important public meeting, no less. This was the Middlesex County Board of Elections. This is them. This is what they look like. The only government board we have found here that doesn't want its meetings to be recorded. Even though they don't make recordings of the meetings themselves, they decided not to allow our cameras in the room last night, where residents of Perth Amboy were voicing their concerns about last-minute changes that they said would disenfranchise Spanish-speaking voters. There were a lot of poll clerks that were swapped at the last minute, bilingual clerks replaced with ones who don't speak Spanish. Now, even one Board of Elections Commissioner, Dan Katz, admitted there were, quote, chronic problems with Election Day in Perth Amboy for in excess of 50 years. Yet Katz and the other three commissioners refused to allow audio or video recordings of that meeting. Here's the video of these guys commanding me to stop videotaping them when I started taping on my cell phone.
Mr. Kratovil, could you put down your camera, please?
I'm sorry,
Could you put down your camera, please?
am I not allowed to?
Yes, they took a vote while you were not here, okay? So I'm asking you to please put down your camera.
There was a vote taken by this board that you're not allowed to videotape
Yes, sir.
the board.
Yes, sir.
These meetings are not public.
No, meetings are public. I'm not going to go into it with you. Please put it down.
Shame.
And welcome back. Now, we'll have the full story on all this election funny business in Perth Amboy and in New Brunswick, including an interview with Sharon Huberman next week on the New Brunswick Today show. Now, if you don't already have plans tonight, make sure you come out to Memorial Stadium on Joyce Kilmer Avenue to root for the New Brunswick Zebras football team. They've got a big Red Division game against Edison High School. Starts at 7 p.m. tonight. Last week, the Zebras got off to a good start, but were ultimately outscored at home by the Milltown North Lions. New Brunswick Today's Stephen Roca was there, and he's got a full recap of that matchup on the NewBrunswickToday.com website. And for your viewing pleasure, here is the highlight reel from last week's football game.
First play of the game. Fake handoff to Kyle Lewis. Quarterback Jabri Jeffrey on the keeper, and the Lions sniffed this one out. Big sack for Brock Zenker. Loss of 5, it would be 2nd and 15, and Jeffrey wants to respond right away, finding Cadis Reams on the right side for a big 20-yard pickup. First down for them. Later in the drive, Kyle Lewis with the handoff, and he's dropped in the backfield for a loss of 3, and that would be the recurring problem for the Zebras throughout the night, as they could not establish the run game. Here's Jeffrey. He's met in the backfield for another sack from Muller and Ewington. Lions on their first drive try to convert on a 4th and 1, and Curtis Revan stops Connor Robbins in the backfield. Turnover on downs, and here's Jeffrey on the very next play, airing it out to Cadis Reams for the 41-yard touchdown. Zebras are looking good, and it's a 7-0 lead for them. Here's Donald Glenn looking to Brendan Kube. Gets nice blocking, follows them up the field, and this is a 40-yard pickup down in Zebra territory. Next play, Austin DeWise in motion, seals Pimentel, follows his blockers, and Connor Robbins gets the 14-yard touchdown, and the game's tied at 7-7. Here's Jeffrey looking to Cadis Reams on a 3rd and 10, and he's going to get past the defender, and it's a 21-yard pickup for them. First down. Next play, Jeffrey looks for Herman Pimentel, and Zenker jumps right in front of it for the interception, running down way into Zebra territory to the 32 before he's tackled by Jeffrey. And on the very next play, Donald Glenn looking to Kube, wide open, easy touchdown for them. 14-7. Next drive for the Lions with some pressure from 2 Zebras. Jabri Jeffries there for the interception as they neared the red zone. After the Zebras would go 3 and out once again. Here's Joe Cavanna with a 28-yard field goal, high arching kick. It goes through for them. 17-7 Lions. Third quarter, Wilkerson getting one of his 17 carries. And they're going to air it out to him as well. Looking down the left sideline, that is going to be a 15-yard pickup for him. 119 yards rushing, 68 yards receiving. Looking now here to Mark Serbo. That would be his only catch. But this is a 16-yard pickup going down to the Zebras' 9-yard line. And they would look to fullback Connor Robbins. Gets another great blocking play. And he's tackled into the end zone. They lead it 24-7. Here's Jeffrey looking back over to Reams. Not able to quite pick up the first down, but it's a nice play for them. And Jeffrey on the run. This is a 17-yard scramble. Boom. Runs right into Wilkerson, and he's not afraid of the contact. It's 4th down, and the Zebras need a conversion. And Austin DeWise is there to stop it. Turnover on downs, and they start from midfield. Here come the Lions as they hand it off to Wilkerson. Hits the outside. It's a 30-yard gain for him. He's going to get tackled out of bounds by Jabri Jeffrey. And the Lions, they're going to continue that run game right back to Wilkerson. 12 yards out. Avoids a few tackles, makes a slant, and he's into the end zone for a 12-yard touchdown. Game is 31-7. Jabri Jeffrey right now with the most impressive touchdown of the game. He looks like he's going to run for yards. And he airs it out to Kyle Lewis with a huge grab. 37-yard touchdown. It brings the game to 31-14. And he's going to look right back to Curtis Revan. 45-yard pickup for the big fella, the tight end. Getting some much-needed yardage for them. down to the 10-yard line. Here's Green for a 10-yard slant. Touchdown for him. It's his second of the game, and it would not be enough. Lions go on to win 31-20.
And welcome back. Thanks to Stephen for that excellent report. Now, yesterday morning, the reason we couldn't do the show is we were at the scene where county and state officials were gathering for a groundbreaking ceremony in Edison. That's at the site of the Roosevelt Care Center. The building first opened as a tuberculosis hospital in 1937. It later served thousands of residents as a long-term care facility, but now it's destined to be transformed into senior housing, part of a multi-million-dollar joint venture between the county government and Penrose Properties. Now, we actually asked Penrose officials about their dealings in New Brunswick when we were there, and we learned some big news. Officials at the Philadelphia-based company confirmed that they recently, just a couple weeks ago, sold both of their downtown luxury buildings here. Those would be Skyline Tower, which is right across the street from us. It once housed the county administrative offices, and the George, a relatively new high-rise on George Street. Now, they haven't been able to tell us who they sold those buildings to or how much they sold the buildings for, but they did confirm that they're still involved in a few other New Brunswick projects like The View, the city's tallest building, and that they plan to continue owning several senior buildings. And those senior buildings are going to complement this new one in Edison. It's expected to open in 2017 with 84 units of housing overlooking Roosevelt Park, and U.S. veterans will be given preference for 25% of the units. So we're still looking into a big story now, the oil spill at a demolition site in Milltown. As we reported on our last show, it forced New Brunswick Water Utility to shut down one of its two pumping stations that are part of the drinking water infrastructure here. Now, since we last reported on that, we've learned that the State Department of Environmental Protection had to take over the cleanup operation after the cleanup contractor that was hired walked off the job. Now, we also know that the Milltown Ford Avenue Redevelopment Agency, which is connected to New Brunswick Mayor James Cahill, is not taking responsibility for what happened there. We spoke to the head of that tiny government agency, Mr. Richard Rydstrom, and he said he was just as surprised as anyone else to see demolition begin at the site of the abandoned Michelin tire plant back in August. And he said the person to blame for this mishap is Lawrence Berger, the landowner. He's a partner at the law firm of Berger and Bornstein. We haven't been able to get a hold of Mr. Berger yet. Now, the DEP told us that a company called Cobra Enterprises, like the snake, they said, was responsible for this spill. The oil came from transformers that might have been as old as 80 years old, and they leaked oil when they were left lying down on the site. Now, that oil might have PCBs in it, a dangerous chemical that is the reason New Brunswick had to shut down that water pumping station. This is a quote from the New Brunswick water director. He said, quote, "What happened there is, to me, it's inexcusable for something like that to happen to any body of water, let alone one that's drinking water." So we're going to have the full story in an article later today on the NewBrunswickToday.com website. Keep checking for that. And you might you might know our next guest from his days on the hit show Mad TV, or maybe from his specials on Comedy Central, or maybe his appearances on The Tonight Show. He is a tremendously talented stand-up comedian who's been working in the business for a long time. He's known for his wide range of impressions, and he's working on a new one-hour special. That's what brings him here to the Hub City, where he'll be performing at the famous Stress Factory Comedy Club this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. While we bring out Pablo Francisco into the studio, take a look at this classic clip. We'll be right back with Mr. Francisco.
Go and watch American Justice.
Have you heard that guy's voice, that weird guy?
Are you ready? One man, one decision, one desire.
I met the movie previous guy in real life. He really talks like that. I met him. He was doing like a Brady Bunch commercial, early morning radio. I walked in there. He's like,
This summer has Brady written all over it. Hi, Pablo. Come on in here. Morgan Freeman, Keanu Reeves, they knew too much. We know too much. They went too far.
We went too far. He said we went too far, man. Why did we go too far? With that voice, he can take any topic, regardless what it is, and make it cool.
In the city, you must fight to survive. He sold tortillas on the corner. And the mob wanted in.
I don't know who this guy is, but I want him and his tortillas. I want him dead.
He had one chance, and his chance was to fight back Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Listen to me. These are my tortillas, and I'm not going to get them up here. You have to get out of here. They're trying to kill you. Get out. Get out.
Double the action. Triple the excitement.
Get down.
More of the excitement.
Get down again.
They didn't know who he was.
Mijito, who are those men who came here? What did they want? Listen to me, Corina. You have to get out of here. They're trying to take my tortilla.
One man, one solution. Arnold Schwarzenegger. This summer is Little Tortilla Boy.
Thank you so much, everybody. Peace out. Good night. Peace out. We'll see you. Thanks, yeah.
And welcome back. We're now joined by Pablo Francisco. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on the show, man. You gotta come on the show and check it out here, Brunswick.
New Brunswick. There you go. And it's funny. It's cold sometimes. They blew bowling balls here.
That's Brunswick. But it's good to be here, man, and check out the show, and thought it was good, but thank you.
Yeah, oh, thanks. It's welcome to the Hub City. We're really excited to have you on the show. Tell us, how did you get started? You've been in the business a long time. You know, how did you get into comedy, and how did you survive in comedy this long?
Well, it starts with, getting fired from Domino's Pizza. Got fired from Domino's Pizza. And
delivery driver or
delivery?
you were making the pies? Okay.
Delivery, that's how I would deliver and then practice my stuff out when my, to the pizza guys.
The clientele?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after a while, you don't go to, deliver pizza.
Hey man, get your pizza. You like that impersonation? All right. Hello, how are you? Pizza.
It's that's my Chinese guy. But yeah, it starts off like that. It becomes a hobby, and then it becomes like a career because you got all these comedy clubs. Right at the time, there were like little bars and stuff that had like amateur nights, and you go there and check them out, and next thing you know, it starts rolling, and other clubs start opening up, and it's all a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and so tell us, how'd you end up getting on TV? You were on Mad TV in the 90s, right?
Yeah, it was, first they had like community cable access channels, you start messing around with that. And then
Sure.
I went to...
We'll get there one day.
Yeah, we'll be there one day. Got the internet, which is great. But they had... I was going to in Kansas City. When I was up in Kansas City, I was doing a show, and I met my friend Steve Kramer. And Steve's a good friend. Come on here, Steve. See what's up. This is Steve right here.
Steve
This is my little puppet. Hello. Here you go. But Steve...
Your Honor, without further to-do,
There you
Chris
go.
Christie has proven to the world, once and for all, that the government is too big for its bridges.
There you go. There's lead in the water.
He just sat on my lap.
Come on, will you sit on my lap one more time? Come on, John Travolta's. There you go. Sit on my lap. Broken Arrow. Come on.
Come on, let's do this. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger gives a back rub to all his favorite celebrities.
All right, Gilbert Gottfried, come on.
Let's role play. You'll be Matt Damon. I'll be Dick Affleck.
Regis Philbin, come on.
What the hell, Gilman? Is that you? I'm gonna need some preparation.
All right, it's Crocodile Hunter. You like that, huh?
Look at the stories of these guys here. Yeah, he's a good boy.
Oh, there you go. All right, Chewbacca, go. You like that, don't you? You like that? Okay, how about John Travolta? Come on.
What is that, Mr. Cat? No, I don't believe it.
Hey, we just got back from the beach. How my balls taste?
It's Shandy.
I mean, basketball taste. That's what I meant. Okay, Adam Sandler, go. You like that? All right, Donald Trump, come on.
Screw you, you're a loser.
He's a loser.
That's not true. She said octopus, 6 arms, and octopus has 8 arms.
There you go.
That's not true.
There you go. It's those guys.
So Steve's been instrumental in getting you to do these impressions, right? You learned from him?
Yeah, he pulls it off. He pulls it out of you. So he tells you want to do the Trump. You got to build the lips and kind of thing. So we decided to do a little tour, and he was on a show called Hype. It was at the same time Mad TV was out. So he was on Warner Brothers. I was on Fox, and we decided to take our little comedy train around town and stuff, and it's all been going very well. So
it's quite a repertoire you have. Do you get a lot of requests this year for the political stuff? Do you do a lot of political candidates?
I do a little bit. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was trying to get the Latinos out there. Then you got
Donald Trump who doesn't like Latinos. This is what you need to do, all right? You build a big Home Depot in Mexico. All the Latinos will go there. I'm the white Latino, so I hang out at Lowe's. There you go.
All right, yeah, you're actually Chilean, right?
Chilean, if the price is right. But, I'm Jewish too, so I'm like, Feliz Hanukkah. It's kind of like that. I got the white look.
Sure.
I can be conservative. I can be Washington, D.C. Hi there. Can I see the briefcase, please? Thank you. And, my parents are from Chile. I'm from Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, what was it like growing up
it was
in that part of the country?
It was really good. I was only there for 3 weeks. But, I was there when I was 5th grade, and I just stayed here in the United States because this is where the money's at, and this is where it's, they got Metallica better. So, like Metallica and... in the United States.
I can tell you're a 9 Inch Nails fan. You're sporting 9 Inch Nails.
That's my penis. No, just kidding. No. Come on. No, it's actually, that would be 9 Inch Staples. But anyhow, I'm a fan of 9 Inch Nails, and we've been going. We saw the concert. We went in there, grabbed the jacket, and it took off.
You stole that from 9 Inch Nails.
Kind of, sort of. He was drunk, so I just took it off him.
Made off with it.
Yeah, it was like Bill Cosby. Just took the jacket right off him. That made sense. But we're at the Stress Factory this week. If anybody wants to come on down, check us out. You can come on down too, and I'll buy you some chicken fingers.
Nice. Well, the Stress Factory is probably the most famous club in New Jersey.
Yes.
You performed there before?
This is my 3rd time here. Last time I was here, it was like freezing cold. So I said, keep me where
you're not used to that down in L.A. and Arizona.
Yeah, here it said, it was like freezing. I was like Chinese.
Oh no, freezing. Oh no, freezing.
But, is that too much of a Chinese guy right there? So we decided to do it where the sun's out. So now the weather's beautiful, and we're going to go out and get a tan and sweat a little more.
Nice. Well, welcome to the Hub City. The shows you did one last night.
We had
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and there's no show on Sunday. So just come on. Start the party at the Pablo Francisco show and Steve Kramer show. It'll be great.
Very nice. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Tell us when is your special coming out? You're working out the material for the special?
Right. We're working out the special, the material for the special. Also, it's going to have a blend of cartoons in there. So it's basically comedy, stand-up comedy with cartoons. There's a lot of shows coming out like that, but ours is a little bit different because Steve does the animation and he does the voices for the show. And it's going to be fun. We make fun of a Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's a convicted felon. Doesn't have the right to vote, but has every right to come around and spray mace in your face. That's what he does.
Can you do your dog form real quick? Come on.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to come to your house. We're going to break the house down, and then we're going to smack you in the face with a boo. It's like a long beat where he goes on the cussing tirade, and he goes like this. All right, now let's pray. Dear Jesus.
There you go. So, come out, check out Dog the Bounty Hunter. He looks like a Barbie doll thrown in the dryer. So there you go.
So we can expect the same fast-paced...
ADD kind of comedy coming from Steve and Pablo.
Great. Well, can't wait to watch that. Good luck with the shows, and we'll definitely check it out. Please check out Mr. Pablo Francisco while he's here in the Hub City all this weekend at the Stress Factory Club. And do you have a website where people can follow you if you're going other places in the country?
Yep, it's PabloFrancisco.com. What's yours, Steve?
Steve Kramer, entertainment.com.
SteveKramerEntertainment.com. And from India.com. There you go.
All right, Pablo Francisco and Steve Kramer, thanks for joining us. We will be back next week with some great shows focusing on the election. Keep reading New Brunswick Today and keep watching the New Brunswick Today show. Thanks so much.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. I'm going to have to bounce out of here. I got to go meet with the guy named Bill real quick.